The B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1064, Adams case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Adams?
Yes.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, I've decided that I need a little more money a month with the child that we have, so that's why I'm here.
All right. So currently, how much are you receiving?
I think it's about minimum wage.
Okay, so about what, $213 or so, something like that?
Yes, around that area.
All right. How old is the child?
She's 5.
Okay. Does mom give anything extra? Has she been doing anything extra?
No, nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
So how did you all get to this point? She's on minimum wage child support. Was she working previously?
She was working previously, and then she quit the job, I want to say. I can't really get that backstory out of her. But we had to separate, Your Honor. I couldn't do it anymore.
You couldn't do what anymore?
I couldn't be with her. She started to get very...
All right, guys. Today we're diving into a heated case in Judge Vonda B's courtroom where things get messy, fast. Mr. Adams opens up with a request for more child support, stating that raising a 5-year-old on minimum wage payments just isn't cutting it. He reveals he's only receiving around $213 a month, which barely covers the basics. When asked about the mother's contributions, it's a firm nothing. But the real bomb drops when he accuses her of abuse, triggered, he says, by something as small as not microwaving her food. What's shocking isn't just the claim, but his calm delivery of such a serious accusation. Judge Vonda's reaction says it all: disbelief, followed by concern. And when the mother admits she's bipolar and had an off day, the courtroom shifts from tense to tragic. This isn't just a custody hearing, it's a look into a fractured home barely hanging on.
Just abusive. For what it is, my breaking point, she went upside my head because I couldn't put her food in the microwave.
Oh, wow. This lady did that?
Your Honor,
she looks so sweet.
No, you darn near need to get the bailiff in here. I can't. She's very abusive. She can play the funk.
Oh, okay. You're not gonna throw nothing at me, are you?
No, ma'am, no.
Okay. Well, he said you went upside his head. I just want to make sure you don't try to go upside mine.
It was a rough day that day, you know, Your Honor. I'm diagnosed bipolar, and I was just having a really rough day, and our child, she was just really just crying all day, and I just needed a little bit of help, and he was just saying he couldn't help me at home, and so that's why I just kind of acted out.
Oh, okay. So it was an isolated incident?
Huh?
Was it an isolated incident?
I'm sorry, when she get her foot going like that, I just... Say it again.
Was it an isolated incident?
What do you mean, isolated?
Like, did that happen one time?
No.
She's gone upside your head numbers of times.
Numbers, dozens.
It's because he let my medication, I was off my medication, and he said he couldn't pay for it because it was too expensive, you know, but I'm back on my medication now, and he said we were going to try and work things out. You know, I still love him. I mean, look at him. He's a fine-looking man, and you know, I love our child. And
he's a nice-looking guy.
Buckle up, guys, because this part peels back even more layers of dysfunction. The mother confesses she was off her meds, and the violence was tied to untreated bipolar disorder. But then she drops a twist. She still loves him and wants to work things out. It's a dramatic emotional pivot that leaves even Judge Vonda stunned. She's romanticizing the past while the father tries to stay stoic, clearly not buying into the reconciliation pitch. The emotional manipulation is subtle but palpable. She shifts blame to debt, stress, and love, hoping for leniency. Then comes the curveball. She's got a new job as a fast food manager and claims she's trying to rebuild. But even with a new $55,000 salary, she insists she can't pay more due to her mountain of debt. This isn't just about money anymore. It's about accountability versus excuses, And Judge Vonda isn't letting the tears blur the facts.
I really want to work it out, and I just got this new job. And
Tell me about that new job.
well, I'm a manager at a fast food restaurant.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get back on my feet, and but I got a lot of debt, so I have to save that money, and I don't feel like I can pay more child support right now.
How much are you making now at your new job?
I'm making $55K.
55,000. That's a lot from where you're at now.
I didn't have anything before, and I just have a lot of the credit card debt.
Okay.
And health debt, with my medication and my visits.
I understand. You understand that he has things that he needs to pay for you all's daughter, right?
Yes, yeah.
And I can only imagine $200 or so for a 5-year-old is not cutting it.
It's not.
You understand that, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So it's only fair that your child support is increased because your income has changed and you have the means now to support your daughter a little bit better. Now, that's not to say, I understand that you have debt. I understand that you have things that you have to pay for, but with what's in the best interest of the child, your child support should be increased. You understand that, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Is your daughter involved in any extracurricular activities or anything?
Yes, she's in ballet.
Ballet, okay. How much is ballet?
It comes to about, I want to say, about $200 a month.
$200 a month, okay. And she goes throughout the year?
Yes.
Okay. What about health insurance?
I pay health insurance.
All right, how much is health insurance?
It's about $222 a month.
All right. Can mom attend any
No.
ballet? No?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. Oh, okay, I see. So mom had supervised visits.
Yes.
All right, guys, this next segment is where Judge Vonda takes control and lays down the law. With new financial info on the table, she breaks down why $213 a month doesn't cut it for raising a 5-year-old, especially one enrolled in ballet and requiring health insurance. She calculates the new amount based on the mom's $55K income, pushing the support to $922 or $80 monthly. And yes, that includes health insurance reimbursement. The mother, now in a corner, nods in defeat but still tries to justify her struggles. Judge Vonda isn't cold. She acknowledges the mom's debt, but reminds her that a child's needs come first. This is where we see the real difference between personal hardship and legal obligation. It's not about who's hurting more. It's about who's providing more. And right now, it's the father stepping up while the mother's just catch.
Okay. Interesting. All right. So this is what we're going to do, ma'am. We are going to adjust your child support so that it increases to reflect what it should be based on your new income. You testified that your new amount was $55,000. That would bring your gross to $4,580, bringing your net to $3,504. You only have one child? This is your only child?
Yes, Your Honor.
So that's going to be based on 20%, which brings your child support amount to $700.80. Now you do have to reimburse dad for the health insurance, okay? So that $780 plus the $222 for health insurance reimbursement, that brings your monthly obligation to $922.80 per month. Okay? You understand that?
Can I just mention one thing, Your Honor?
Sure.
Reggie, he's a used car salesman, and he sold me this discounted car, and it's just a junk car, and I've been having so many bills from this car.
Okay.
And I just had it in the shop, and it was $750.
All right.
Because it's just breaking down, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to afford all this, because he's the one who sold me this and said it was a good car.
So what
Your
did
Honor,
you want me to
defense,
do about it?
I sold her that car.
Well, here's the deal. I don't even need your defense because I didn't need her story. It doesn't have any impact on what it is that I have to do. This isn't a divorce, where, you know, we're in a temporary orders hearing and we're talking about splitting debts and anything like that. So it's irrelevant to what we're doing here today. However you have to take care of that expense, that's how you're going to have to handle it. And if the two of you have an issue that ends up having to result in litigation, that'll be done in a different court, okay? So as of today, your child support has been increased to $922.80. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Buckle up because the final stretch hits hard with one last desperate attempt at deflection. The mother suddenly shifts focus from child support to a broken-down car, claiming the father sold it to her and it's draining her wallet. It's a classic bait-and-switch move, hoping to sway Judge Vonda with sympathy. But the judge isn't having it. She shuts it down instantly, reminding everyone this isn't a small claims court. It's about child support. That distraction tactic backfires hard. Judge Vonda finalizes the support at $922.80 and makes it crystal clear. Personal grievances and side dramas don't belong in this courtroom. Her ruling echoes beyond numbers. It's a call for responsibility. The father gets the financial help he needs to care for their daughter, and the mother gets a wake-up call. Emotional appeals and irrelevant arguments won't fly when your child's future is on the line.